StraightallDay.com.
BaldwinDreUniversity.com. I want to talk to you all about taking care of your body and taking care of your health. I'll tell you something that happened to me recently, actually this week from when I'm recording this. My son, I picked up probably some kind of virus or fever or something from him. He was sick for on Sunday and Monday he was sick. Then by Tuesday I started to feel it a little bit. Then Wednesday and Thursday I was knocked out. And I spent damn near 48 hours straight in bed because I couldn't really function and do anything because it wasn't even my body that was bothering me. It was of course you get the shivers, you feel cold and you feel hot, you get that. But really it was all from the neck up. It was if you can't control your head movements, not even the movements of the head, but you feel like you're completely lightheaded and there's no equilibrium in your head, then your body can't do anything. Even if your body's in great shape. My body's in great shape. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't work out. Couldn't do my business. Couldn't do business. Couldn't sit at my desk and get on the computer. Couldn't really use the phone. Couldn't do anything for 2 days straight. And then when I came back, I'm recording this video right now. Today is Saturday. So I was basically in bed from 9 in the morning on Wednesday. Because I got up Wednesday, worked out, did a live stream, and then when my live stream was done, I was like, man, I gotta lay down. And I laid down. I didn't get back out of bed till Friday morning. That's how long I was in bed. And when I got out of bed Friday, I knew I couldn't work out Friday. I tried to do yoga on Friday. I did it, but it took me 3 times longer than usual because I couldn't even do my movements like I usually do. My back was all stiff. It was as if I had never done it before. That's what made it crazy. It was I had never done any type of flexibility, pliability, stretching, foam rolling, the kind of stuff that athletes do and people do to take care of their bodies. Yoga, Pilates, exercise. My body felt like I had never done any kind of exercise before in my life on Friday morning. And I do exercise every single day. That's why it was crazy. I do exercise every single day. I do yoga every single day. I do foam rolling. Every other day. I do a longer stretching routine every other day. When I'm not doing the foam rolling, I run outside for miles. Every other day, I go to the boxing gym, the days that I'm not running outside for miles. So again, I take care of my body very well. I want to keep myself in professional athlete shape. That's a principle of mine. And even me, after 2 days of being laid up in bed with that fever or whatever the hell that shit was, I couldn't physically do much. And then this morning I was going to try to run. I usually run, I was going to run 6 or 7 miles, and that wasn't even going to happen. I ran 2 to 3 miles, and I was like, no, this is not going to work. My body's not even ready to do that yet. I'm telling you all that not to give you a referendum on me, but for you, because I know that me, myself, as of this recording, I'm 43 years of age. My birthday was just from the day I'm recording this a few days ago. And I'm in the 98th percentile of men my age in terms of physical health, stamina, what I can physically do with my body, exercise-wise, cardiovascular-wise. I'm in the 98th percentile. And I work with a lot of men who are, I would say, once you get over the age of about 35, that's when you start to get into a danger zone if you're not really taking care of your body and taking care of what you're doing with it. And again, I work with a lot of men to know that this is 100% true. You all, and I'm talking to the women as well, but especially to the men, is you got to really start paying a lot of attention to what you're doing with your body. Make sure you're taking care of your body and maintaining your good health. Now, that doesn't mean you need to have a standard of being in professional athlete shape. You don't need to go and run in 10K races or get in a boxing ring and spar with other people who are a decade younger than you. You don't need to do any of those things, but you do need to do something to take care of your body, because once it goes, especially after you get over about 35, and 35 is the wall for a man who is generally active. If you're a man who's been active in your life, let's say you played college sports or something like that, by the time you're about 35, it's hard for you to just bounce back from doing nothing, not taking care of your body. Then you decide, all right, it's been 6 months, I haven't done anything workout wise because I've been focusing on my family and my job and all that. Now, you know what, I'm gonna start working out again all the time. Once you get over the age of 35, the body's not going to bounce back as easily or as happily. It's not going to cooperate with you the same way that it did, in the past when you were under the age of 35. And again, this applies to the ladies the same way, but I'm speaking from a man's perspective because that's the one that I know best. And the ones that I see most often is with men. And I'm giving you an example of somebody who stays in good shape. I run in 10K races, and I don't run in 10K races. I win 10K races. I got a wall full of medals from winning 10K races. I'm telling you all that as somebody who played a professional sport for a decade, never stopped working out even after I stopped playing a professional sport. Never stopped. It was the day I stopped playing ball, I started doing something else. Never had a period where I wasn't working out in my entire life. And I was 2 days out. 2 days. And it was like it's like I had never done anything, at least that day. Now, today it felt a little bit better. Tomorrow's going to feel better. By this time next week, I'm going to be back to doing my normal stuff because I already got it built up in me, the routine. My body knows exactly what to do. We just got to shake the stuff, whatever that was inside of my body, got to shake all that out so I can get back to my normal self. But for those of you who have 2 years, 2 months, 10 years of doing nothing with your body, when you try to get it back, it ain't going to come back. And this is why you got to take care of your health. All of you know the saying, health is wealth. And even though everyone who's listening to this agrees with this concept, it's very difficult for men, especially those of you who are or you want to be a head of household. It's very hard for a lot of men to really put the disciplines and the processes and the commitments in place to take care of your health when at the same time you're trying to get the bag, you're trying to make the money, you're trying to elevate yourself career-wise, business-wise, professionally, status-wise. You're trying to do all those things that are all about getting the money. And at the same time, there's nothing you could do in the gym, on the treadmill, or in the swimming pool, or at the flat bench, or at the squat rack is going to make you any money. So it's hard to give it any level of priority. I'm telling you that you need to find a way to do that anyway, because number one, you're not going to spend 24 hours a day working. Number two, that when you're in good physical shape, people will respect whatever it is you're bringing to the table business-wise even more just because of the physical shape that you're in. And if you think about it, think about the way that you look at other people who come your way. Do you respect them more when they're in good physical shape and they look like they know their way around a fitness facility? Or do you respect them more if they look like they ain't touched the weight in years, don't even know what a treadmill is, and they've been sitting on their couch eating I don't know, what's the things that people eat? Cheese puffs and watching Netflix while they've been working on their laptop. Which person do you respect more? You respect the person who looks like they're in some really good physical shape, right? Just because of the fact they're in physical shape. And why do we respect that person more? Because a person who's in really good physical shape, without even talking to them, there's an unspoken communication from them to the world that they have at least the level of discipline to take care of their body. And that discipline unspokenly says something to other people. It says something to other people that you're taking care of your body, you're taking care of yourself. This person is probably disciplined in other areas as well. That doesn't guarantee that you're disciplined in other areas. It does not necessarily mean you're going to just close a business deal just because you got 6-pack abs or because you got some muscles. All right, let's be clear. At the same time, though, again, which one do you think helps you do more business or get more respect in a business setting? Is it being out of shape with what they used to call a spare tire around your waist? Or is it being a person who is fit, in shape, and again, looks like you work out at least a few times a week and you know what you're doing when you go into a gym? Which one gets more respect? We all know the answer to the question. So for all the men out there, again, I'm giving you all this PSA. Start taking care of your body. Take care of your health. Watch what you are putting in your body. Watch what you are doing with your body in terms of the exercise, the sleep, the movements, all of that stuff. And make sure you're not just doing the beach workout type stuff, like build muscles so you have big muscles, but also the flexibility, the movement, etc. Because if you look around at your fathers and your grandfathers, what starts to make a man look old? And I'm not talking about look old like if they got gray hair. I'm talking about what makes a man look old when you're watching him move about. What makes a man look old is when he's stiff, right? Isn't that the thing? A man doesn't look old because he has muscles or he doesn't have muscles. A man looks old when he's stiff. He's very stiff in his movements. When he doesn't have the range of motion in his arms or his legs, or he has to kind of shuffle and move himself around, or he has slumped shoulders, or he can't hold his head up, or it's hard for him to kind of make fluid movements, that's when a man starts to look old, right? When they get really stiff and tight. And you get stiff and tight by not doing any type of flexibility movements, pliability movements, and by not keeping your body properly hydrated. So these are the things that all of you men need to make sure you're doing now, even if you're under the age of 35, because once you hit 35 and you hit that wall, understand that every man hits that wall, and the wall means, it doesn't mean that you're going to fall off physically. Because, for example, as I told you, I go to the gym all the time. And if I'm in the gym working out, like when I go to boxing gyms and stuff like that, and I'll be in there consistently, and people will see me, I'll see them. I don't ever talk to them, but when I talk to them and I tell them my age, they don't even believe that I'm that age. They think, I thought you were like 30, because I'm in really good physical shape. But understand, the only reason I'm in that physical shape is because I never stopped working out. When you get over the age of 35, especially you get over the age of 40, you stop working out, it will go quick. If you stop working out, it will go quick. The reason I'm able to stay in the shape that I'm in, and that when people see me outside of wearing a suit and they're not hearing me talk, they just see me physically, I can tell them when I was 30, they will believe me, is because I never stopped working out. Now, I'm not telling you that to impress you, but to impress upon you. And if you could do the same thing, depending on your age right now. I mean, you can get yourself into that shape, but you can't leave the gym. This is the trade-off of getting older, is that you can't easily bounce back, and you can't just do nothing and be in shape. I remember being in college, and there were girls who I knew who would be in, they have really nice bodies, and they never worked out. I never seen them in the gym working out. They just have really nice bodies. Those same girls, 10 years later, not so much the case anymore. Why? Because again, in life, every human, eventually your body hits the wall where you're not going to just physically look good and be in a good physical shape by doing nothing. You eventually have to do something to maintain that shape. While I'm recording, this is old man walking by right now. This guy looks old. I wish I could show y'all this guy. He's shuffle stepping. His shoulders are slumped. He has these really tight movements. I mean, his clothes, he looks like an old guy the way he's dressed. But even if he was dressed like I'm dressed, he still looks old just the way he's moving. That's what happens when you don't take care of your body over years. I doubt this guy was doing any type of workouts. I doubt he does any workouts now. I can tell. There was a guy who was, the whole time I've been recording, you seen that guy that pulled up in his car right here, or he got in the car and drove off? All right, that guy is older too. He ain't as old as this dude who just walked by, but that guy who pulled off in that, I think it was a Corvette or whatever that was, Chevy, I don't know what these cars are. Whatever that was, he was driving. All right, that guy works out. I don't know where he works out or when, but I can tell by his body type that he works out. He doesn't do a lot of flexibility because he's still stiff. That's the mistake he's making, but at least he goes to the gym and does something. If he asked me, I'll give him some other advice. He didn't ask me, so I'll let him do what he wants to do. I'm giving y'all the advice because you're watching my YouTube channel. All that said, folks, workonyourgameuniversity.com. Of course, we help people with their businesses and growth and all of those good things that y'all know about. But at the same time, we also help people with their personal stuff, their personal life stuff, whether that's family issues, wife and kid issues, fitness issues, health issues, all of those things. That's why I'm talking about this right here in this video. So go to workonyourgameuniversity.com, or actually, we got the new domain name, dreuniversity.com, dreuniversity.com. That's where you can get into one of our coaching programs, have me as your personal coach, be on live conversations with me where you can ask your specific questions for your specific situation and get direct, actionable help directly from me. No joke. Again, that's at workonyourgameuniversity.com or dreuniversity.com. That link is down below in the description to this video. Work on your game. Dre all day.